Hi everyone, I am the Spiritual Seeker. I am an independent researcher, numerologist, and member of Black Space Azania. Black Space is a Black consciousness formation. You can follow us on Twitter or like our Facebook page for more information and updates. Before we get into this episode, let me give thanks to Lesego for the encouraging words. And even after the last episode, I will still be here for questions and book recommendations. In the previous episode, we looked into one of the interviews that Steve Biko did before his final detention in August 1977. In this episode, we look into another interview that Biko did. The extract is chapter 19 and the final chapter in the book we are currently reading, I Write What I Like, a collection of writings on the philosophy and movement of Black consciousness in the belly of apartheid South Africa. All that is publicly known about this interview is that it was conducted in 1977 by an American businessman before Steve Biko's final detention and was published the following year in 1978 in the New Republic. What is most striking about this text is Biko's fearlessness. You would remember that in episode 14, we discussed Biko's analysis on how fear is used as a political weapon by the apartheid regime to suppress liberatory efforts. Notwithstanding, Biko's question was, if the settlers had already the power to dispossess and colonize millions of Africans, why should anything they do now scare us, especially when all that is done is but a means to reinforce the original crime of invasion, dispossession of land and resources? In this present text, Biko tells the interviewer about the need to first overcome the irrational fear of death, saying, you are either alive and proud or you are dead, and when you are dead, you can't care anymore, and your method of death can itself be a politicizing thing. Throughout the text, Biko shares with the interviewer and with us, the readers, how uncollaborative he was with the police officers, especially when they thought using excessive violence was going to scare him into talking. Their violence is what made him even more uncollaborative and standing up for himself in self-defense to collapse interrogations. I think all the other information about his transfer from where he was detained to Pretoria, undressed, and his eventual death in Pretoria, I think that information is widely known. So let me leave you with another quote from Biko himself. It is better to die for an idea that will live than to live for an idea that will die.